Just drop that ass, bitch. It's Open Micers in the house. Pop that pussy with that Open Micers logo in your mouth. Jason with his bald ass head. Jacob looking in red. It's Open Micers, bitch. Heard what I said. Drop that ass. Open Micers in the house. Drop that ass, pop that pussy. Open Micers in the house. Open Micers in the house. Open Micers is a mouse. Drop that ass, pop that pussy. Open Micers in the house. The mic is now open.
That's right. The mic is now open. My name is Jason Robbins.
I'm Jacob Craig, and I'm very excited to finally get around to this episode, dude. We had to reschedule it because of some bad weather last month, but this is a fun social experiment for us because we have one guest who has listened to the show and knows what to expect, and one guest who has never listened to the show and is probably going to log off early from the episode because he's like, what did I agree to get myself into? But we do have two very funny Louisiana comedians on the show for you guys today. One is the host of The Late Shift with Will Merrill, and the other is a Lafayette comedy favorite who is an expert at keeping things toxic. It is the one and only Will Merrill and Ken Edwards. How you guys doing?
Hey, what's up? Good, man. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Thank you. Thank both of y'all for coming on, man. So
appreciate it.
Will, you've never seen the show before. What'd you think of our theme song, man?
Man, that theme song had bars. I'm telling you, I was like, "What? Pop that pussy because the open micers are in are here. Drop that ass, open micers." I was like, man, I was bopping. I was like, this shit right here is this bitch slap.
I couldn't hear the music, but I just assumed it was Metro Boomin in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, it was definitely Zaytoven. I just felt like a Zaytoven, Metro Boomin, Southside feel to it. It was definitely the vibe. I definitely was vibing to it.
And now that you guys are here, I have to bring something very obvious up to me that Jacob wasn't even here the last time. We had a dual guest on who were black gentlemen themselves. Jacob, why is it when we have black people on the show, we got to double them up?
Look, man, I'm just trying to meet our quota at the same exact time, okay?
It's the 3/5 compromise is what it is.
The 3/5 compromise or the 3-6 mafia, however you want to look at it.
Hey, I'm just pointing out the obvious here. I don't know what else to say. So that's all on you, Jacob. It's all on you.
You know,
let me find out the show is called Open Micers with a hard R.
Open micos, I promise. Open micos.
Hey, where are the white women at?
I didn't click that. That's Jason being racist that time. But Will left. He's like, fuck these white boys. I'm out of here.
No, I'm back at it. I'm back at it.
God, I'm hurting.
I am back at it.
But, you know, I haven't even realized that I've done that, but I sure have done it to where it's two black comedians that come on every time. I booked Ken and Will because they're both from Louisiana. So I just thought, oh, yeah, we'll have like a Louisiana comedians episode. But I literally just booked an episode on Juneteenth that is two black people, and there's no other black people coming on in that month. So maybe it's subliminally.
Hey, we could have split it up and we had two episodes for Juneteenth for the month of June. I mean, I don't do the booking here, so that's not my fault.
It's too late, man. It's too late.
I don't know. That's just how it's going in my head, I guess, man. I don't know. But now that we are, on the subject of Metro Boomin that we were earlier, what do you guys think about this whole like Drake and Kendrick beef that's going on? I've seen Ken talk about it a little bit on Facebook, but like, is this the gayest thing ever? Will, you start.
Is it the gayest thing? I think so. I think it's kind of it's a little ditty in it. I think there's a little ditty in it. I think because it's like it's two people basically, or group of people like fussing and arguing instead of just fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just like kind of like they're talking shit about each other behind each other's back, but like in front of them at the same time. And I just kind of think that's kind of weird in melody as well.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird, but hey, makes good music.
Ken, what do you think?
Oh, it's definitely the gayest thing ever. Because I mean, essentially, it's like two poets beefing with each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if you heard Lord Byron and like, I don't know, fucking Geoffrey Chaucer had beef, you'd be like, that's fucking gay. You know what I mean? They're sitting around acting like they're hard, but really what they're doing is sitting in their rooms, jotting down in their journals about one another. Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. And like you take it back to like the peak era of sort of gangster rap, like in the 90s. You know, Biggie and Tupac and Nas and all those guys, like, yeah, they were writing poetry about each other, but also if they saw each other in the street, one of them was going to die. Like there's going to be none of that here.
Yeah, but also it's like, yeah, but like those are like actual like street dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you got to look at Kendrick Lamar and then look at Drake, right? I mean, Drake is like a pastry colored Canadian, and Kendrick Lamar is like 5'2" pretend gangbanger. Like, y'all don't really have any real issues with each other other than I think I write better poems than you.
Right.
See, because we were talking about it last week. Like, it just seems like these beefs are like you said, it's not what it used to be. Like they need to put the murder back into rap beefs like they did back in the 90s. Yeah. Do it for real.
I mean, the worst we can hope for is a drive-by poetry slam.
It's definitely gonna be a drive-by like subliminal tweet. You know, that's the worst that's gonna happen.
Yeah, but somebody did go by Drake's house and shot a security guard, though. Do you think that was part of Kendrick Lamar's people, or was that like some weird fan that just took it too far?
Well, the working theory on that, though, is that because the same thing happened at the Weeknd's house, right? And, you know, like OVO and EXO and them, they're kind of beefing, you know, behind the scenes, which like Canadian beef is like wild to me. Like,
it is.
Like a maple syrup based beef. But
Canadian beef sounds delicious.
Yeah, I was about to say, if that's anything like Canadian bacon, I'm all for
it. Canadian maple syrup beef? All right, I'm with it.
Oh, yeah. That whole battle is going to be fought in falsetto.
Yeah, I mean, it is weird because like these are two guys who they never really rap hard, but they like act like they're hard at the same time in all their raps. Like Kendrick raps about, you know, the gang banging, beef from the streets and all that crap. And Drake does the same thing, but at the same time, it's kind of like self-admittedly like, oh, we're just the two best like songwriters in the game right now. Like we're not actually doing any of that.
Well, they get all their gusto because like they're both just admittedly like, hey, I'm not that dangerous, but I'm associated with very dangerous people.
Right.
Well,
Jacob, I know people that know people.
Jacob threw out a theory last week that that it was all kind of a publicity stunt to like take them both to like the next level. But they're both so at the top of of everything. Where else is there to go? Like there's nowhere higher to go.
This definitely wasn't going to bring them to the next level. It can only bring them both down.
Well, let me rehash this for them just so they get the whole picture. I do think it's fabricated just because in the entertainment industry, I don't believe that there's any lateral movement. Like you can't go from the banger project to the banger project to the banger project and stay on the same plane. Like you're going up or down a little bit all the time. And I think the only way for J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, and Drake to go any higher at all is to either be at odds with each other or in leagues with each other. And it just so happens that Drake and J. Cole are at odds with Kendrick.
Yeah, but in hip hop, like they're at the apex right now. Like the only way for them to reach a higher level is for them to be brutally murdered in Las Vegas.
And that's what's coming next.
That's what's coming next. Yeah. Except Drake may not, you know, I don't think he'll get murdered. I think he may get like, I don't know, shanked or something like that. It may not be as gruesome.
Would it be poetic justice if he ended up in a wheelchair like his character in Degrassi?
It'll come full circle.
Yeah.
It'll be Jimmy and Degrassi again.
My God. He's at the gym and someone just pulls a gun out of their locker.
Right. If you Drake on wheels, we call him a CDL Drizzy.
Yes.
Drake ain't gonna be at the gym. He's probably got his own gym in his house. You see the size of that thing?
Yeah, excuse me for not remembering how rich people work for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Not out here with us normies.
Yeah, I thought he went. I thought he had a Planet Fitness membership. That's on me. That's my
I can
bad.
only afford $10 a month.
He's from Canada. I thought he had a log.
He got the black card at least. He got the black one. He got he go to any Planet Fitness he wants to.
Yeah,
and bring a gift.
I don't know, man. You talk to Kendrick. You say you don't have a black card.
It's half. He got the half one. He got the half black one.
Well, that's the $10 one. The full black card is $20.
He only go to one. You go to one Planet Fitness right around the corner from his house, and then he can't bring anybody. He can only do he can't do the water massages, chairs, and the classes. He can just treadmills.
You only do jail workouts.
Treadmills and vibes, man. That's it.
Right. No, you can't do no leg work. You got to come out looking like a jail dude. Just all chest and arms, no leg.
That's it. Straight push-ups.
Right.
But are there any gangster rappers left anymore? Because I feel like there. I feel like there is, but I feel like the last like big one to hit the mainstream was probably DaBaby, who like actually killed somebody, and now he's just completely off the map again.
Well, I think most of these newer rappers are like legit murderers, right? Because that's why they have all these RICO cases on them now. And like,
True.
I blame the older rappers for not telling these younger rappers that they were fucking lying. Like, we were just making this shit up. We're poets. We're not actually gangsters.
Right. Yeah, they got a few games. I mean, they got a few like Pooh Shiesty. He's serving time. Who else is serving time? Fujiano, he's from Atlanta. He's serving time.
Ain't Chief Keef in jail right now?
Huh?
Ain't Chief Keef still in jail?
He probably is. If he ain't on probation, on bond. NBA YoungBoy, he he about to hit a good lick. He about to get a good bid.
Okay, I got a question. Hey, Will, this one for you, bro. Hey, how old can he get before we have to stop calling him young boy?
At least 30. At least 30, man. And then he got to be NBA young guy, man. I guess. Well, we got to be politically correct. We got to be politically correct. NBA young person.
I want to say get his act together. You be NBA distinguished gentleman.
Right.
I want to see him get a degree while he's in prison, and then he'll just be BA young boy.
Yeah, he be MBA young boy.
Yeah, but shouldn't there be an age limit for rappers who have the Lil at the front of their name? Because there's so many of them these days. Like, shouldn't there be like an age limit? Like, if you get to like 30, that you're no longer allowed to be called Lil.
Yeah, dude.
Something.
Lil Wayne's 47.
Yeah, Lil Wayne's like older than me.
Like, yeah, but he's still a little. I think it should be a weight limit.
He's still a little. That's like stature. He's like 5'1". That's stature.
Yeah, there's probably a height.
But Lucy, he like older than us.
True.
Yeah, there should be like a height requirement and I guess an age requirement for Lil.
But then, how do you explain Lil Baby? He needs to have both.
Well, he's neither. He's neither of those things.
He is.
Right. He's a big man. He should be Big Man, not Lil Baby.
Well, I think Big Baby is already taken by Glenn Davis,
Right.
who's also serving a bid. Big Baby's also Glenn Davis also about to go to jail for some insurance fraud. I don't know how.
That is wild.
Gangster.
That is so wild.
That's gangster.
That's crazy. That's nasty work there.
What I'm saying, but how he going to jail, but Brett Favre still walking free?
Yeah, no kidding.
True, dude.
That's because I buy food stamps. I know people that mess with the food stamp. Food stamp fraud is so ratchet that it's like even a person like Brett Favre can still get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Even though he got caught, like people still buy food stamps to this day.
Well, he should be studied because, like, apparently he built a gym at a college with food stamp money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, it was another level for him. It was not a beyond level of me buying like $250 worth of food stamps for $150. Like that's not what
Yeah, but he bought drywall with it. Like,
yeah, I know.
That's not even
like
covered.
drywall and copper and shit.
That's not even covered in food stamps.
he was swiping that Mississippi Purchase card like it was nothing.
That's what the wallpaper was just food stamps just stuck to the walls.
Yeah, you just licking them and putting them on.
He covered it in taxes by sprinkling cilantro in the cement.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
If it rains, that building's done for.
Does it smell like soap to anybody else?
It's so crazy how that happened. He stole like something. He was working with the governor or something, and like they stole something like $14 million to build like a racquetball stadium at USM for his daughter. And then when they got caught, they were basically just like, oh, "How dare you!" And just like turned it around on everybody to where everybody's like, "Oh, well, they didn't do anything." It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? They just stole like $14 million.
Right. He said, "Don't let these regular jeans fool you." I'm diabolical mastermind.
Man,
that's my plan all along.
Leave it to the most famous person from Mississippi to figure out how to create like this giant nest egg of food stamp money.
Oh wait, no.
That's the most
That's
Mississippi crime of all time.
That's gotta be a movie. There has to be a movie coming soon. I'm sorry.
I'm sure.
I need a film. And I need Kevin James to play my Brett Favre. Just because it needs to be
I need one of those wacky new age judges, right? They're like, you know what? Instead of making you pay the money back out of your pocket, we're gonna make you play in the NFL 4 more years.
Oh God. It's like a Hallmark movie sentence. It's like you have to go to a small town and you have to bring this high school football team back to its former glory.
And falls in love with the corner florist who makes him realize the true meaning of Christmas. That's how
the true meaning of food stamps.
Then the plot twist comes. He finds out he stole the food stamps from all those kids' parents.
Yeah.
She's just like, my cousin is on food stamps. You're so selfish.
Right.
So
Called the food stamp of love.
So Jacob, do we want to start asking them the open micers questions, or do we just want to keep going talking about whatever?
No, I thought we could just talk about food stamps and football for the whole episode, dude. I don't know. Yeah, I guess we can talk about fucking comedy. That's fine, whatever.
First off, food stamps and football are my two favorite things. So.
They're both so good.
I guess we can talk about comedy, but
that should be your next album called "Food Stamps and Football."
Catch plays, bro.
Oh man, well, I guess we'll start with Will. Tell us a little bit about your very first open mic experience.
Man, it was like July 26, 2010. I was at this place called The Station in Baton Rouge, and it was a Wednesday night, and I told everybody. I told the entire world. I was posting on Facebook for like 2 months. Hey, I'm about to do comedy. I'm going to do comedy. Comedy is life. I'm doing this. I invited like 25 people, the most people that ever seen me perform ever. Go on stage, did like 5 minutes of bullshit. Like it was like horrible, but I was invited back. So I guess it was. I don't know if it was like good enough because I had 25 people there, or it was actually good. But I was not invited back to come back, and so that was my first open mic. And of course, you know, at the tradition was you had to go first if it was your first time. So went first. Nervous as hell. Was like running away from the mic and the mic stand. Never touched the microphone. Rehearsed everything line for line, word for word, what I was gonna say. It was bad.
See, I'm glad nobody saw my very first open mic, because if they would have, I probably would never have done it again. I didn't tell anybody.
Oh man, I was making it seem like I was about to be like the next, you know, Kevin Hart, George Carlin, Kyle Kinane. I was gonna be the next the next one. I was gonna be the next one. This is it. This is gonna be my claim to fame. I was gonna do this one open mic, and then here come the big bucks. Mm-hmm. But no, not how this works.
Yeah. Well, what about you, Ken? What was your first open mic experience like?
Okay, well, I gotta back up a little bit. So I had a friend of mine who was a bartender, and she let me know that they was having comedy in the city. She was like, "Hey, y'all, come watch me do comedy." I'm like, "All right, bet." I hadn't thought about doing stand up since I was like a little kid. So I remember the day was like May the 4th, right? Because they were doing a Star Wars themed show. So I show up at the show, me and some other friends from the bar, and we were all already fucked up and drunk when we got there. And so like we sauntered in, and I'm seeing the dude on stage eating shit, and then the dude after him eating shit. And I'm like, man, I can do this. So I went up. There was another Tyler Arsenault. I think he was on the show before. And I walked up to him. He was doing the list. I'm like, hey man, I want to do comedy, man. Sign me up. And he looked at me and was like, man, the show's halfway over. That's not how this works. Come back next week on time. And that was my first open mic experience. I came back next week and I did well.
But technically, you had the worst story out of anyone on the show, which is I was denied getting on the stage the first time I tried.
Well, I mean, in Tyler's defense, I did walk up there like I was fucking Chris Rock, getting like a Dave Chappelle about to take over an open mic for 3 hours. Like, yeah, I'm an untested person you've never met before who's clearly intoxicated. Give me some mic time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Tyler also hates black people. He's incredibly racist.
I know.
Oh yeah.
You listen to any podcast me and him ever done together, and I've chronicled all the times he's called me the N-word.
I mean, his name is Tyler Arsenault, not Tyler Yes. So,
he's the worst. Anyways,
yeah, I love Tyler. I love Tyler to death.
Yeah, no, I love him. He's great. I'm serious. He's great. He's great. Please come back on the show and book me for shows.
Racism was great.
Yeah, dude, racism's the best. It's really worked out for us.
Racism were great. Racism were great.
Yeah, it's that full flavored racism, not that watered down shit you get these days.
Oh yeah, it's not stepped on. It is pure. It is pure, straight from the source. Not that stepped on racism.
Yeah, he puts his heart into it. He calls you things you never heard before. He called me a moon critic one time. I was like, what the fuck does that even mean?
What does that mean?
I have no idea, but that's a really
I don't know, but it sounded racist.
Oh yeah,
it did sound racist. I feel offended. Like,
no, but that's a real thing. That's like it's like a old school fucking racist. That's back when like calling somebody a nigga wasn't racist enough.
God damn.
Right. He's like, you moon cricket?
Sounds like something my dad would have said.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I've never heard that. So I don't even know.
Oh. Man, get with me later on, bro. I'm a repository. Like, I collect old racist terms like Pokemon, bro.
You have 151 of them.
Bruh,
Complete Pokédex.
I saw a white dude call an Arab a dune coon, and I almost died.
Hey, yo.
Bruh.
That's what we need to do, Jacob.
Rightfully racist. I couldn't even be mad.
We'll have you back on, and just for an hour, you can just read off all the racist stuff. We'll just...
Are you talking? I could do it.
That's crazy.
All right, I want to get your thoughts on this one, Ken. What is the most like racist thing that you can say to a white person, or like call a white person? Just like generic white, you don't know their ethnic background, because I feel like we don't have any good ones that really like hit us right to the heart.
Oh no. We have to find new. We can't really hit you. We can't really hit you in the race. We have to just hit you in the feelings.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Or the face.
We either call you by the right pronouns or the wrong pronouns.
Right.
True.
That's true. Or you can just take a stab at Irish, and you might like you have like a 40%
hey, calm down.
Oh man, that's why I love February.
That far.
Every February is national. Hey, the Irish were slaves too, man.
They were, dude. They were.
Yeah, but that's not the same kind of slavery though, because like at the end of that kind of slavery, they got to be white. There was a prize at the end of that shit.
That's true. There is a
Also,
little telescope at the bottom of the box of that cereal.
If you could be enslaved by a bunch of people who look exactly like you, you deserve to be a slave.
Hey, but at least y'all got a whole month. Us Irish people, we get 1 day. And then everybody cultural appropriates and like goes out drinking green beer. We don't do that shit.
Wait, hold on, Jason. Calm down. You're about to get real disappointed real fast.
All right.
I'm poking the bear, man. Stop. I'm poking the bear.
All right. Get him, Ken. Get him.
I'm sorry I didn't acknowledge your plight, my man. But I'm like, hey, you got to be white. You got the other 11 months. We don't even get the 29th down on leap year. That's fucked up.
That's what I always thought was fucked up is like February's Black History Month, but it's the shortest month of the year. Like, what the fuck is that about?
Right. We need some black holidays. We need some real. We don't have no real black holidays. Like Martin Luther King loved everybody, so that don't count. I need I need off a
tax-free weekend.
Right. No. Essence Fest weekend. All black people should get a day off of Essence Fest weekend.
Yeah,
that's 4th of July.
Oh shit, that is the 4th of July.
Oh well, shit. See, look, we lose again. The white man. How about the day Barry Gordy's birthday?
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, I mean, you guys really just get Black History Month and then Martin Luther King Day, which is
we got to go to work and school for all those days. Those are not holidays.
Yeah, that's true.
And everyone else get Juneteenth off.
Well, how about this? Let's get for the NBA draft day.
They'll just end up making that a holiday for everyone too, because we also want to watch the NBA draft.
Right, but I'm just saying that's one opportunity to watch black people live out their ancestors' dream.
Getting chosen by white people.
Oh yeah, being bought by a white man and being paid.
Hey, you know who needs his own holiday? Jerry Lawson. You guys know who Jerry Lawson is?
I do not.
He created the very first video game cartridge.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, he needs his own. Yeah,
we need to have him as a holiday. Who else could we give a holiday to? We have Snoop Dogg Day, where it's just you just smoke all day.
That's just 420.
That's 420. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Who else? We gotta
Phil
have
Jackson Day.
Phil Jackson.
Yeah, I mean he's done more for black people than anybody.
A triangle offense, bro. Tell you,
exactly.
Game changer. Like the Million Man March.
Don Cornelius Day.
Oh yeah, Soul Train. We just had watch Soul Train reruns all day.
Hell yeah.
Oh, how about this Reparations Day? Right, we don't get no money in that, but we get to like come to work, but just watch y'all work all day.
Tell us what to do all day.
Right.
Dude, I would call out sick on that day every year.
That's why we're gonna send the slave catchers after you. You ain't getting off like that.
You just have a bunch of foxes chase me.
What about Bill Cosby? We have Bill Cosby Day.
Yeah, everyone just takes a nap.
Damn. Everybody have napkins on their drinks, make sure that they're not good. They're good.
Let's all eat popsicles and take a fucking nap, dude. Oh man,
right.
We'll have to wear ugly sweaters.
Yeah. Yeah, no women are safe on Bill Cosby Day.
I mean, have you not looked at social media? Women aren't safe any day.
Shit,
Hashtag
dude.
Stay woke.
Dude, sometimes I forget how dangerous the world is, and then I talk to someone who's not a white man, and then I'm reminded. It's like, oh shit, right? People get raped. I fucking forgot.
Yeah, man. Shit's real in these streets.
So what was the thing with the? Can somebody please explain to me the thing with the women and the bear in the woods? Does anybody know what that was all about?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those like stupid thought experiments women come up with, like, because like you ever notice how like you deal with a woman and she'll be like, you didn't do this thing. You know, like, well, I didn't know you want me to do it, but I left you all these hints. I put you through these trials to let you know that I wanted these things. What I didn't say is that I wanted the thing, right? It's one of those kind of things. Because like they want you to look at the things like, oh, you would rather be left in the woods with a bear that may potentially maul you than with a man who may potentially rape you. Which, like, all right, on its head, but I mean, that's thought provoking if you're stupid. But I mean, I hit him with the Uno reverse card when he told me that shit. I was like, man, that sounds like turf talk to me. Because like, says, I mean, trans men are men, right? Gay men are men. So you scared of all of us? All of us.
Yeah.
So you'd rather be in the woods with a gay man than a bear. Because I mean, one of these things got to be true. Either a trans man is a man, right, and you don't trust him, or you've been lying on social media for the last 10 years.
So apparently these people never saw The Revenant.
Yeah, bears rape too, dude. A bear will rape you.
Yeah.
Well, as the great philosopher Michael Tyler once said, "You ever catch me in the forest with a..."
We can't use Michael Tyler in a instance where rape is the subject, bro.
But he said, if you ever catch me in the forest with a grizzly bear, help the bear.
Yeah, he also said, I showed him with my dick in my hand. He also has a song called The Pussy Crook.
Ooh.
That's true.
Well, look, he'd be stealing it.
Right. He also had a lyric saying, I'm the thief in the nighttime that slides your drawers off. So maybe let's not bring Michael Tyler into this.
So technically, yeah. I mean, maybe he was the subject of that bear versus bear conversation.
I would definitely rather a woman be in the woods with a bear than Mr.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'd rather the bear be in the woods with a woman than Mr.
Right. Either way it go, you in danger.
You're in danger.
Would you fist fight a bear in a steel cage for $1 billion?
Fucking right.
No. Hell,
I
no.
would.
One no, one yes.
I'll fuck that bear up.
Bro, have you seen a fucking bear? This ain't the Care Bears.
They didn't say what type of bear. They just said a bear.
Well, what if it's like an 800-pound Kodiak?
Kodiak, like, Kodak Black, Kodak cameras.
Yeah, but what if it's like? But what instead of a grizzly bear, it's like a gay Brock Lesnar?
That's crazy work right there. I don't know. I'm fight for my life for that one. I'm just gonna tell them remember me different.
Yeah,
I don't want to be a billionaire that bad.
I'd choose a brown bear over like a gay Brock Lesnar in the woods any day, dude.
The bear might not attack you.
I'll choose that.
Well, speaking of fighting a bear,
gay Brock Lesnar definitely.
Speaking of fighting a bear, do you guys think Logan Paul's going to get killed by Mike Tyson in the ring? Do you think Mike Tyson's going to lose it and just like take his head clean off?
I think Mike Tyson's going to lose it and shoot him.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think he'll bite his other ear. Well, he'll bite both ears.
Oh no, that's one of the rules they put in the match. He has to wear that mask like Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, he does? I didn't hear about that. I was about to say that.
They gotta wear headgear. They gotta wear headgear. Never mind, he ain't gonna bite his ear.
No. They sanctioned it. It's a real fight. No headgear. They just gotta wear like bigger gloves.
Oh, really? That's the.
Yeah, but don't you think that Mike Tyson is just like Mike Tyson seems like the kind of guy that if you do, it is supposed to be an exhibition match, but if you hit him one good time the wrong way, he's just going to be like, fuck it, and then take the dude's head clean off.
Yeah, but there's no such thing as an exhibition boxing match. There's no, I mean, either you're boxing or you're not.
Yeah.
But Tyson, like, people think it's because he's old that you should be like less fearful of him. Like, bruh.
Do people not know what old man strength is? Like that plus Mike Tyson?
Right, but then like like them last 4 brain cells just been marinating in all that CTE for all those years. Well, you gonna have a flashback and kill the shit out of you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Jake Paul's gonna win though, honestly, dude. I mean, come on. Like Mike Tyson's in his 50s, and I've said it on this show before. Like, I'm not scared to fight anyone whose dick can't get hard anymore. Like, we can run it, dude. You don't have enough testosterone to get horny.
Bruh, okay. Damn, you say that. You say that shit. That's an easy thing to say with some headphones looking into a camera. But like Mike Tyson, and he can't fuck. So the only outlet he has is violence?
It's just to fucking hit him.
Somebody please send this episode to Mike Tyson so we can see what happens when Mike Tyson gets in the ring with Jacob Craig.
But also, you're not... Okay.
My dog.
But what y'all...
I want the lines to be.
Huh?
So I want what the lines to be for the bet lines. I'll take those, though.
I think I'm a heavy favorite. I think.
I'll see what Vegas say.
You said I'm heavy, but I'm not a favorite.
I'm gonna see what Vegas talk about with that one. I may take some bets on that one.
Bro, I would hit Mike Tyson with a chloroform rag before that fight and still take him. Oh, Jesus.
Look, I mean, maybe that's a bad example, but I think Jake Paul could beat him up. I just don't look like Jake Paul.
Yeah, I mean, he could. I mean, like if this fight goes longer than like 4 rounds, Jake Paul is gonna knock out Mike Tyson. But he got to make it 4 rounds.
Yeah, he got to make it 4 rounds.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he'll have more stamina.
Honestly, I think it's the other way around. I think Mike Tyson's gonna have better stamina than Jake Paul because he's a big boy with a lot of muscle who hasn't been boxing for that long. He ain't got no cardio. He gassed out in the Tommy Fury fight. So I think Mike Tyson can put a pace on him, but I think Jake Paul might catch him early with that power. I mean, he's a 6'2", hard-hitting fucking, like, he's a big guy.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but after round 4, all that lubrication on all his joints is going to lock up. He'll be walking around the ring looking like a newborn zebra.
Well, not only that, but Mike Tyson's a weed entrepreneur these days. So he's been smoking just like 24 hours a day. So his lungs are probably have like, he probably ain't got a whole lot of wind. Like his lungs are just full of weed at this point.
Yeah, but we're not taking into account that this match don't actually count. So we don't know what kind of fucking next level shit he's shooting in his veins.
That's true.
That's true.
He's shooting himself with gorilla adrenaline.
Yeah. He's back on that shit that made him buy a tiger.
Right?
Yeah. Get that face
Why
tag.
is Mike Tyson walking on his knuckles? Like, what's that?
That's illegal. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Only time will tell.
Yeah. When is that fight? It's coming up soon, isn't it?
July the 20th.
Yeah, it's not until July.
June 20th.
It's going to be on Netflix too, isn't it? You don't have to is there such a thing as pay-per-view anymore?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, but if you're like a foreign country or you're poor.
Yeah. Well, I'm one of those.
Because you can just pirate that shit.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you can find a link for it. I kind of think that, the best that we can hope for is like a Rocky V scenario where Jake Paul punches Mike Tyson's false hip and breaks his hand to make it competitive.
Damn.
Oh, man.
That's nasty word.
Look, I get it. I mean, he was a great champion, but like he's 52.
He's like 56.
Okay, I gave him the benefit of the doubt.
He still moves. Man,
He still moves.
Hey, have you seen him training?
Yeah, I've seen him training, dude. But like that's literally 40 years of muscle memory. Like,
so you think he's not going to use that muscle memory? I mean, first off, I don't think a white man's ever knocked Mike Tyson down.
Mm-mm. Well, here's the thing: is like I was saying
Jason
earlier,
said, like he knew that off the top of his head.
No, he hasn't.
Try.
No, here's the thing. You add Mike Tyson with that 40-something years of muscle memory. As hard as he used to hit, imagine him hitting you now with that old man strength he's going to have. He might not even need to go 2, 3, 4 rounds. He could just like couple of punches and Jake Paul will just be like knock his brain loose.
Dude, power is always the last thing to go, but speed is the first. That's why guys end their careers, because they lose their speed. That's why Mike Tyson ended his career a fucking decade ago, dude. He doesn't have the speed anymore.
Oh man, but I mean, you don't have the speed to fight like Lennox Lewis, but like Jake Paul, bro, like all he's ever fought is tomato cans in his life, and he lost to one of them.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
Yeah.
Is there a retired boxer you would fight in a exhibition match?
Oh, Muhammad Ali, right now.
I'd fight Layla Ali.
I'll take a Layla Ali right now. No disrespect to you, my brother, but like that's a champion right there.
Nah, dude, Layla Ali's gonna wish she picked the bear. Things I'm fixing to do to her, boy.
This is the episode where we get canceled. Thanks, Jacob.
Well, it's been fun, guys.
It's been a good run. 206 episodes. It was awesome, guys.
I live in Gulfport. They can't cancel me. I have nothing to cancel.
Next week for a closed micer.
Next week it's just Ken and Will hosting our podcast.
Taking over.
Yeah, my open micers.
Yeah, I think I could take Ken Shamrock these days. Put him back in the ring.
I've seen Ken Shamrock lately, and
yeah, dude,
he can still fight.
Really?
He just looks like swole Al Bundy now.
Dude, the thing about Ken Shamrock is that he took steroids not for a part of his career, but for his entire career, from the UFC to wrestling to everything else. Like, and now that he's not doing any of it, he's on even more steroids. Like, you don't want, and like, you're gonna kick him and break your foot, dude.
Yo, do y'all ever hear about him, Boss Rutan, and a bunch of Japanese dudes kind of created their own fighting league before UFC?
Yeah,
I heard about that.
And it was it's the funniest, most barbaric shit because like it's MMA but with no boxing, so you can only really slap people.
Yeah, it's called Pancrase. It was a whole different style of fighting. Pancrase still holds events, but it's not the same as it was. Like back then, it was still on your MMA record. But what you could do is you could, with shoes on, kick a man in the head and knock him unconscious. But you couldn't punch him with your knuckles. You had to slap him with the palm of your hand. And Boss Rutan got so good at it that he would just slap you and knock you unconscious.
Oh, yeah. Man, getting slapped to sleep has to be an experience.
Yeah, dude.
Have you seen those slap fighting contests?
Power slap.
Doing? Jesus.
There's no, I don't understand them. I can't, like, bro, I was raised believing that, like, the two things you never do to another grown man is you don't spit on him and you don't slap him, right?
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't do, like, not only could I not do it, like, if I lose, everybody in that arena is going to die. Nobody can leave that information. Somebody slapped me to death.
Yeah, but you see some of those dudes, man, and their hands are just like, they look like a canned ham. It's just like these huge paws hitting you across the face. It's like, it's got to be like getting hit with a brick.
I gotta see what kind of training they do. They just like slapping trees and concrete shit.
Yeah.
they go to the Walmart and they keep walking back and forth past the bags of deer corn. It's customary to slap them bad boys.
Like, all of them have like a big cement block with one big handprint in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Right.
They're just slapping telephone poles for 6 weeks.
Oh, we got to start wrapping this thing up here, Jacob. How do we want to end this thing?
All right. We'll end it with the penultimate open micers question that we ask everybody. I'll just ask both of you guys at the same time. Fellas, when was the last time that you as grown men shit your pants?
Oh man. You want to go first, Ken?
No, that's the thing. The fact that I have to think, it means like it was more than one occasion. So I need to figure which was the last one.
Hell yeah.
As a grown man, I shit my pants. I was actually on a work trip. I was on a work trip and I was in the bathroom and I was pissing. I was peeing, and next thing you know, I started shitting, and I was just like, "What the? What am I doing?"
Oh no, dude.
How does that happen?
That's arguably worse than if you just like shit your pants in a regular everyday scenario, because like you could have prevented it right there.
Right. Yeah. Like I'm sitting there like, and it's like, bam! Like, oh, what the fuck? So
Shields
I had to
are down.
like, yeah, I'm just like, oh man, Cole Brown.
So you had a surprise shit.
Yeah, it was right. It came out of nowhere. That shit came out of left field.
See, that's scary. Now I have something new to fear.
Yeah, that shit came out of nowhere. Literally came out of nowhere.
It came out of somewhere.
Yeah, I mean it came from somewhere, but yeah. So
look at Ken over there. He's still thinking.
No, I remember. Like, all right, so like I do a lot of LSD, right?
Hell yeah.
And LSD has one side effect for me is like I have to shit a lot, right? And so I remember I can't even put no date on it, but so I had dropped acid. I'm by myself. I decided to order some food, but then the shit hit me. So I'm sitting down and having this shit, and my fucking DoorDash shows up. So I get up, like I'm not done shitting. Like I get up and I wipe and I run, get my food. Then I was like, okay, I got my food. Let me smoke a cigarette. I sat down, took 2 hits of the cigarette. My stomach bubbled. I stood up and like just two quick squirts.
That was it.
It was like soft serve ice cream, bro.
Oh,
Dude, two quick squirts. I think I've seen that movie.
goddamn.
Oh man.
Starring Sarah J.
Too quick, 2 skirts.
2 ass, 2 furious.
Goddamn.
No man. Well, we'll start with you, Ken. Tell everybody where they can find you on the socials, and if you have any shows coming up.
Okay, you can find me on Facebook. Look up my name. I mean, there's a little cross-reference my name in Lafayette, Louisiana. On every other social, you can find me at I am Ken Edward. The letter I, the letter M, and Ken Edward, all one word. As far as shows coming up, I will be at CT the Arts in Lafayette this coming Tuesday. And the following Friday, we will be doing Kuyon Fest, also at CT the Arts. It's our like annual Lafayette Comedy Festival. So I mean that's like everything in the immediate future. I kind of cleared my schedule in preparation for the festival. So, I mean, y'all come out, see that, come support.
Awesome. What about you, Will?
Well, not y'all, you know what I mean.
Yeah. What about you, Will?
We're specifically not invited, but everyone else listening is.
That was for that bear comment.
That's a 2 out of pocket.
Yeah. Crazy.
There's these two stupid white boys from Mississippi. Don't let them in.
Y'all can catch me. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at _Will Merrill, the WILLMERRILL. Facebook at Will Merrill, MERRILL. I'll be on the 17th. I'll be in Houma at Bayou Terrebonne Distillery for Spilt Liquor Productions for comedy and the Terrebonne, I think is what it's called. I'll also be at the Lunchbox Festival on the 19th, May 19th, and May 18th and May 19th. I'll be at Lunchbox Festival for 2 shows there. And that's pretty much it. So make sure y'all follow me. Big shout out to you, Jason and Jacob, man. Appreciate you guys for allowing us to come here and talk that shit.
Thank you guys for coming, man. It's been a fun one.
Yeah.
What about you, Jacob? You got anything to throw out there before we leave this week?
Man, I just want to tell everyone that if they're not already in our Patreon, they got to sign up for it, dude. It's at patreon.com/OM podcast. You can get on there right now. And for as little as $1 every single month, you can watch Jason tase me. You can watch us eat some of the hottest hot sauce in the world. You can watch us try Vegemite. You can hear exclusive interviews with fantastic comedians. You can listen to our headliners episodes where me and Jason riff off of headlines ripped from the internet. There is so much killer content on there. It's ridiculous. So go over to patreon.com/OM podcast and sign up for that right now.
And also Falls from Grace, don't forget, is going to be playing. My band, Falls from Grace, is going to be at Red Radio Live at the Impact Center at MGCCC on June 1st. So you can go check out my Facebook. I have it linked up there. And on my Instagram, it's at JFunktastic now on Facebook. So if you want to find me on Facebook, it's at JFunktastic, just like everywhere else. And thank you for that, Jacob.
You're welcome, buddy.
Go get your tickets now. Gentlemen, thank you for hanging out with us on this episode. We'll definitely have to have you back again soon.
For sure.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna put I'll put your Instagram links too in the show notes. So if everybody go click those links, it'll take you right to the Instagrams. And also for us, if you want to email us at OpenMicersPodcast@gmail.com. Go to Linktree/OpenMicersPodcast. It takes you everywhere you need to go. That goes to our Patreon, all our socials, ways to give us money, PayPal, Cash App, all that kind of good stuff. And also visit BResCoffeeCo.com. Use the code OMPodcast for 10% off your order. We love all of you, and we will see you all next week.
The real question is, would you pick the bear or the twink?
Oh.
Thank you all for watching on YouTube. We'll see all of you next week.